Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Blake Wall, and together with Nikita, Jacobo, and Phoebe, we'll be presenting a 4-part series on understanding culture and its importance to innovation. In presentation 1, I will discuss communication. Later, this will follow through to the impact of culture and how this affects innovation in an organisation. Organisational culture is something that is created by the leadership of the organisation, but can be improperly established if the objective is not successfully communicated. Therefore, it is key to establish effective communication prior to attempting to establish, shift, or maintain an organisational culture. Effective communication is what keeps internal processes running smoothly and helps to create positive relations with people both inside and outside the organisation. Successful communication is a two-way street, allowing for exchange of ideas. Mara Bland deduced that there are 3 main ways in which people communicate, and that 55% of communication is body language. It is therefore critical to consider what isn't being said and how this shapes organisational culture. Groisberg and Slind stated that leaders who take organisational conversations seriously know when to stop talking and start listening, and followed up by saying, true attentiveness signals respect for people of all ranks and roles, a sense of curiosity, and even a degree of humility. Understanding how different forms of nonverbal cues can affect communication is extremely important. Sending the wrong nonverbal message at the wrong time can undermine an otherwise well-formulated message. Leaders should also be aware that common mannerisms like fidgeting, scratching, crossing arms, or playing with hair can communicate distraction, discomfort, or even agitation. By mastering nonverbal communication methods, leaders can become better listeners, influence more effectively, and inspire their team members to produce superior results. In the book Effective Communication in Organizations, Michael Fielding writes that words do not have meaning in themselves, but people give meaning to words. This refers to voice and tone and can be a major barrier in how well you translate your messaging to others. Consider the sentence on the slide. Using the same words, it can convey multiple messages. For example, I didn't say she failed the test. 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 As you can see, tone and voice play a major part in effective communication and should be considered wisely. Particularly with the boom of social media, now is more important than ever to ensure your messages are short and to the point. In Richard Lanham's Revising Prose, he outlines 6 steps to simplicity. Highlight the prepositions, highlight the is verb forms, find the action, change the action into a simple active verb, start fast, and read the passage out loud with emphasis and feeling. He uses the example of the 2 sentences on screen, and as you can see, a less is more approach can prove to be much more effective in conveying the message and actually keeping the attention of the audience. In short, it is important to recognise the importance of all forms of communication, and if you want to ensure successful consumption of your messages, an effective leader can ensure eye contact is maintained. This can be supplemented with positive body language such as nodding, which physically tells your audience you are listening and wanting to maintain their attention. A leader should speak clearly and audibly, adjusting their tone towards the items they want to emphasize and focus the listener onto. Speeches and responses should be kept short and to the point, and instead of lecturing your colleagues, provide the basics and allow them to ask questions if more information is required. This creates two-way conversation, which is far more powerful in capturing people's attention. I'll now pass to Nikita for part 2 of this 4-part series, who will discuss the impacts of organisational culture.